sometimes we can see some stars being covered with a lot of paparazzis, and they are just trying to follow the star and make some news. This kind of paparazzi is somewhat good because they are running faster than anyone else when something happens to the star. However, actually, they are invading the star's privacy. In my opinion, stars' privacy should never be invaded because everybody has their own privacy, and it is not appropriate and even illegal to invade their privacy. Sometimes these paparazzis are too young, sometimes they're too simple, and sometimes even they are so naive and they are making sense on the surface, and they're not making true news, but something like a rumor. Sometimes it's not accurate. So this kind of news might damage the portrait of the stars.
Guys, I think that stars shouldn't have any private matters. I mean, when you decide to be a star, you are not the one you originally are. You're more like a packaged finger, and this finger shouldn't have any private matters. There's an old saying in China, when you wanna wear the crown, you have to bear its weight. It's something like a deal. When you wanna get something, you have to pay for it. As we know, most stars have a lot of fans, and they earn a large number of monies and own many things like that. So they have to use their private matters to pay for those they want to enjoy. And as public figures, they have more influence on people. Sometimes every single behavior may be an example to the public. In that case, they are not just a person. Their private matters may involve the peace of our society. So it's necessary for us to know what exactly they do.
Well, in my opinion, that famous people should absolutely have privacy because they are normal people like us legally, and they have the right to own their privacy because no matter legally or morally, everyone should own their privacy. And some people think that, like their fans, they think they paid money to let the famous people to entertain them, so they ought to know everything about the famous people. But I think they're wrong, because the law give right to every people to have their privacy. So we have to obey the law. That's what I thought.
Okay, in my point of view, famous people should have their privacy, but it's a little bit different from the privacy that we ordinary people have. And first, some information like age, height, marital status, and maybe hobbies should be protected for ordinary people, but for those famous people, this should be open to let people know them. Second, in generally speaking, as long as the source is legitimate and does not violate the basic line of human dignity, the the disclosure of scandals does not considered as violate the star's privacy. And third, but things like sexual life, personal space, and communication secret are just individual business. It is with the general privacy and should be strictly protected.
Hi, I'm Frank. I suggest the privacy of celebrity should be exposed. First of all, I want to declare two concepts: exposure and hype. To expose means guaranteeing the right to know for public. To hype means trying to please the public with claptrap. And mostly, commercial activities engage in hype. As public figures, some personal interest is linked with public interest tightly, so part of privacy should release. and Chinese Foreign Ministry set a good example for us. All senior officers bring out basic conditions of their family members. So we have one way to supervise those politicians and entertainers. Nevertheless, we should limit the range of exposure, give them more respect and space. In general, I suggest the privacy of celebrity should be exposed legally. Thank you.
Do celebrities need some level of privacy? In my eyes, I think the answer is positive. Everyone plays their role in this society, but there is one thing that we are the same. We are human. We live in the world, we have self-dignity to be decent men, and we pay the tax. We do the part that we should do to our family and country. Being famous doesn't change the point of that. It's their job that makes them famous people to appear in public frequently, a kind of special job, but the level of privacy, I think, is 8 out of 10, because the reporter has the right to interview them, and the photographer has the right to take pictures of them, something like that, of course, in legal ways. Just like we treat everybody else in the society, we give celebrities some privacy to let them have their own family life and their alone time.
I just think famous people also have their privacy because famous people are also citizens. Their privacy is protected by the law. If people keep unrespectful to famous people's privacy, they will also gradually ignore each other's privacy. That's not a good news. So in my opinion, for a person, no matter who he is, his privacy should be respected.
In my opinion, star has no privacy, but the person who acts as a star has privacy. There are countless actors in the world, but not all actors are called stars. The stars are packed out. Their working details, personal images are indispensable in the packaging progress. Their reputation exceeds ordinary people, and their behavior will have a strong demonstration effect. So the stars need to transfer part of the privacy to let the community know and supervise. But this is just the need for work. Except for work, stars are also ordinary people. They have their own private life and space, which is everybody should have, and this shouldn't be exposed.
Do celebrities deserve some level of privacy? Yes, but why we need to ask this question? Maybe because their privacy is becoming less and less. And I think their fans should be responsible for this. Because they want to know what happened and what is happening of their idol. Even want to know what their idol eats today, and they won't. So somebody like Zhou Wei will get this privacy for them to earn money and catch eyes. So I think the main problem is not how to make some laws, but to teach their fans to know how to love their idols properly.
Stars should have privacy. Stars are loved. People are so eager to know about their own life and share it with their friends. But does it feel good? If all of a sudden everybody looks at you, will you feel comfortable? I think not. Actually, to stars, being looked at is just a common thing. They should worry about how much their life is shown to people and how should it be shown, because if they fail to have a beautiful life, they may even become unpopular. But when a star comes on the stage in the first time and we like him, either did he tell us that he had a life that we would be interested at, nor that is that the reason we liked him. Stars are just people as us. If you really like him, please support him on the stage. But in daily life, I think we should leave him to enjoy his own happiness and sadness.
Okay, personally, I think we should protect the privacy of celebrities. First of all, we should clearly define what privacy is. Many people think they enjoy the fame, so their privacy should be exposed. But are they right? Is privacy part of their job? No, I think no. I think most of celebrities don't sell their privacy to win the fame, right? Besides, privacy is part of our rights as a citizen. I think the invasion of privacy is somehow not proper. We are supposed to respect everyone as well as his rights, no matter whether he is a celebrity. After all, celebrity is our citizen too. That's all.
Celebrities should have privacy. First, famous people are also citizens. They have the right to keep their own privacy, like ordinary people. Their privacy should be respected, protected, and guaranteed by laws under all circumstances. Second, those exposed people can be severely injured by such press attention. Sensational stories about their private lives cause great unhappiness to them. To escape reporters, they can't even lead a normal life. Sometimes their lives will be in danger. For example, Princess Diana died in a car accident as she attempted to escape photographers in a chase through Paris. Finally, the journalists like to peep at the celebrities' private life. They want to expose everything about them, so the paper can sell more. But this doesn't mean the media has the right to reveal others' privacy. So I think celebrities should have privacy.
Hello everyone, I think celebrities' private life should have be kept from the public, or else the whole news and the legend of the film will be ruined. Everyone has the right to a private life and the freedom of speech, and if they have no private life, it takes away the rights. Basic human rights are not a choice, but they are a necessity. Everyone has they, and everyone dresses them no matter who they are or where they have come from. A celebrity knows that if you want to be famous, you likely to get a lot of media attention. They have to expect it. It is their fault if they don't like it. I think celebrities have as much a right to have a private life as much as many non-famous people stars. Although they shouldn't be too surprised when people do start making groups or taking pictures of them.
I think celebrities need privacy. Isn't that a simple syllogism to prove? The major premise is all human beings need privacy. The minor premise is all celebrities are human beings. Then the conclusion is celebrities need privacy. Privacy is the right that everyone should enjoy, protecting other people's privacy and show your respect.
In my opinion, the celebrities need privacy. In this age, some people think that every word and everything that celebrities do should be the public, even their personal mood and family. But I think everyone should have their personal space. We always say that when the man is alone, he can think more and make more. So in this aspect, we should give the celebrities some personal space, let them protect their privacy, and then the celebrities can contribute more to the society that's related to everyone. In another hand, celebrities is also a natural man who have their own feeling and secret. If they have no privacy, the public try hard to dig their secret. It's kind of hard and gives them a lot of pressure. We don't want each celebrity to do the same as the talented singer Zhang Guorong, so the celebrities need privacy.
From my point of view, stars are also human beings and they have their own privacy. And they have the power and will to protect their own privacy. For example, Edison Chen, who is an artist, and singer, and actor, and fashion icon, and he has a strict mood. Several times she found that he was taking photos and be followed by the dog packs, and he rushed to the dog packs and asked for stopping following him. And everyone has his own privacy, and it's a possession and the power, and no one else could bother it without the owner's permission. It's extreme rude and illegal in all the country around the world. And so I think all the stars, they also have their own privacy.
In my opinion, I think celebrities should have their own privacy. First of all, we all deserve the chance to live a normal life. Of course, they are kind of special compared to us. They are special only when they are working for a living. But in the daily life, actually, they are ordinary people too. Besides, we should put ourselves into their shoes. Suppose that you are being watched by others all the time. Will you live a happy life? Therefore, we should think for celebrities. Invading other privacy is very rude, and we are supposed to respect others' privacy. We'd better not to buy the tabloids. They do deserve some level of privacy, and we don't have rights to see their private life. From my own perspective, we should leave some space for others.
I think celebrities should have privacy just as normal people. First, celebrities become famous because they have some strengths, such as playing dramas well, singing well, or something else. They become rich because they sold dramas, songs, but they never sold all of themselves, especially their privacy. As for privacy, celebrities are the same as normal people. This is my first reason. Second, if celebrities has no price, all of their privacy, all of their life will be spoiled. They will feel the limits and instructions all around their life. But if people respect their privacy, they just lost some interest. Compared with each other, privacy seems more valuable for celebrities. This is my second reason. Considering the above reasons, I think celebrities should have privacy as normal people.
In my opinion, I think celebrities do deserve some level of privacy. The sacrifice of certain privacy comes with fees, but we do not deserve to see every minute of our celebrity's life. What we need to know is that celebrities are also normal people, just like us. We all want normal life, and the celebrities are also like us. Can you imagine the life that you are followed everywhere and taking photos that you don't want to be taken? If you like your life is like this, what would you do? So remember, celebrities' life is their life. We don't have the right to see every minute of life. Remember, respecting others' life is also respect us.
Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about the privacy of famous people. There are many notables around our world, and many people believe notables should open their privacy to the public to satisfy the people's curiosities. But I believe everyone has the right to own his or her privacy, and nobody can offend others' privacy.
One thing we should know, notables are composed of not only the people who are in entertainment circle, but also the people who get some achievement or inspire the public. For those people, their privacy should not be known by the public at all. In short, I just want to say we should respect others' rights to have the privacy of individuals.
The famous people have privacy. This question also confused me for a long time. I think the answer is yes. Famous people should have privacy. Before they are celebrities, they are citizens. Citizens should have privacy. And also celebrities have no privacy, but the person as a celebrity should have. What does it mean? It means every people have personal information and personal space. This right shouldn't be infringed upon. And also, public figures have no absolute right to privacy, especially when it is in conflict with the public right to know.
People do enjoy celebrity gossips because it presents a way to discuss dating, addiction, marriage, health, and so on. People make fun of it, even have a pleasant sensation on it, but many people run after stars to get their privacy. But people enjoying it didn't make it right or good. A key to build a civilized society is that people aren't afraid to enjoy whatever they want when it can cause harm to others. That's why we don't have gladiator battles to the death, even if they certainly would have good ratings. Celebrities are human too, they didn't do anything wrong. We should respect their rights, of course.
Okay, as far as I'm concerned, people, famous or not, have a right to privacy, which is a basic human right. However, now that they have chosen a public life, which can bring them a big income and fame, they should get ready for sacrifice their own privacy for the entertainment of general public to increase their popularity. Just like an old saying goes, every coin has two sides. Exposed to the spotlight, the celebrities become glamorous and gain affection from their fans. At the same time, they have to bear paparazzi and gossip. So, in conclusion, as a normal person, famous people are supposed to have privacy just like us. But for some celebrities, since they have put themselves into the public eyes on purpose, it is not our fault to invade their personal life as well.
I agree the opinion that celebrities deserve some level of privacy, but it should be different from the ordinary people. On the one hand, something like age, hobbies, and so on, which are strictly protected by the ordinary people, which celebrities do the opposite. On the other hand, for purely personal things, such as personal diaries, pictures, etc., it should be not different with the ordinary people. We should give respect of it.